South Korea has removed its 7-day quarantine requirement for unvaccinated travellers arriving in the country. This means this starts today. Travellers will no longer need to show proof of vaccination. In line with growing demand for overseas travel, South Korea's main airport is now back to operating 24 hours a day. Our Choi Min-jung reports.
Until now, unvaccinated travelers to South Korea were required to quarantine for 7 days when arriving in the country. But starting Wednesday, this requirement has been dropped. Now, nobody is required to self-isolate regardless of their vaccination status. This also applies to unvaccinated travelers who entered South Korea before Wednesday and are currently under quarantine.
I'm really happy to think that I can now travel overseas. I'm currently making plans to travel abroad, and so are my friends who aren't vaccinated.
This decision to lift the regulation was based on the number of infections becoming stable, as well as the easing of travel restrictions overseas. However, travelers are still required to test for COVID-19 twice, once before they fly to Korea and once after they arrive. And those who test positive upon arrival will still need to quarantine for 7 days. Also starting Wednesday, Incheon International Airport is officially operating 24 hours a day. After more than 2 years, the Ministry of Land, Infrastructure and Transport has removed the 8 p.m. to 5 a.m. flight curfew hours. The number of incoming flights per hour has also been increased to pre-pandemic levels, from just 20 to now 40. More flights will also be available as the country looks to lift restrictions on the number of international flights in line with surging demand for overseas travel.
As a travel agency, we are delighted. Airfares have risen recently, but now with more routes available, we expect prices to drop, allowing more people to travel abroad.
Despite such moves to return life back to pre-pandemic times, authorities say they will remain vigilant with regards to inbound travelers as concerns grow over the spread of the monkeypox virus. Choi Min-jung, Arirang News.